What is the ideal space for true innovations? In Steven Johnson's Where Good Ideas Come From, serendipity plays an important role in the formation of prosperous innovations. It is in these kind of environments that hunches can stumble across other hunches and become one great innovation. For many years, walls, namely patents, digital rights management, intellectual property, trade secrets, and proprietary technology, have been put up around hunches thinking that it will encourage innovation. But in reality, all this actually does is inhibit the kind of serendipitous connections that are ideal for hunches to become true innovations. Another space that inhibits serendipity is research and development labs. It serves as a closed haven for hunches. The function of R&D labs is for select company researchers and developers to experiment things that could potentially be of profit to the company. This is practiced because the circulation of their hunches opens up the possibility of rival firms copying or exploiting their unique ideas. However, some forward-thinking companies like IBM and Procter & Gamble have transformed this traditional R&D lab into a more transparent one. These companies open their doors and share their top-notch research with universities, partners, suppliers, and customers regardless of what disadvantages this might bring them. Another good example of sharing hunches is Nike Green Exchange. Nike holds environmentally sustainable patents yet decides to share these hunches to companies of a different competitive field through partnership. One company Steven Johnson names is Creative Commons. Together, they created the interchangeable use of rubber footwear and tires, making footwear using tires and tires using footwear. But what approach most effectively creates true innovations? In the 1930s, advertising executive Alex Osborne pioneered an approach called brainstorming session. This was practiced in the belief of efficiently organized generation of hunches. However, several recent studies found that it is not as effective as its practitioners would like. One drawback of this approach is that it is finite in both time and space. Steven Johnson argues that it works in some cases, but more often than not, hunches aren't in sync with one another. Imagine more than 10,000 FBI field agents. The odds of getting the right people at the right time would be very decimal. One platform that effectively allows the kind of serendipitous connections to flourish is DevonThink. This archiving system is perfect for the FBI because of how many files there are in their system. Using the same example as a while ago, one shaky hunch from an FBI field agent from one place can be led to another relevant hunch from thousands of miles away. Their hunches would have collided without the agents from two distant places speaking to each other, much less having a brainstorming session. The secret that makes organizational inspiration so successful is the creation of information networks that allows hunches to persist and disperse and recombine. This information system will be similar to the brainstorming idea minus its finite characteristic in time and space, with it perpetually running in the background. And according to Steven Johnson, one way to do this would be to create a web version of the traditional suggestion box, serving as an open database of hunches, transparent to everyone affiliated in the company. This way, the generated hunches can stumble across one another, tapping both individual and collective intelligence. By doing so, these systems create an architecture for organizational serendipity, putting relevant and important hunches to good use.
Created using Powtoon.